All right, what is going on, everyone? How you doing? What is today? Is it Monday? No, today's Tuesday. I don't know what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Hopefully it's Tuesday. I might be messed up. Let me check my phone. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, January 27th. What is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we got some stuff to talk about. Some stuff. I should be wearing possibly this guy right here. Mad face. This is what? Yeah, that's who we should probably have on today. But we're not going to go that route. Not yet. Not yet. I said because there's still more information. I was going to record a video on this morning, but I figured, you know what? Let's just do a live stream and then we can get your guys' input. I'm curious what you guys have to say about some stuff, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting time. Now, I don't know. Anybody out there want to join the show? Want to chat it up? Join in? Let us know some thoughts. Let me know. Scrolling up. All right, who's here? We do a roll call here. I don't see what do we got for viewers. I see so far we got 42 viewers, 7 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Smash it, smash it, smash it. We're live on I don't even know, like 10,000 platforms right now. Not quite that many. I'm just kidding. It's not that many. But let's see here. So we got the pirate in the house on the tubester. We got Squirrel Masters. What's happening? Spec Mine, Bleach 500. Sling Buzz 914. We got Spec Mine here. Will Blop and Nap 778. Crossbow Mining's in the house. We got what is that? Plancrete? What's happening? I probably butchered that. Mind Some is here. What's going on, Mind Some? You want to join the stream or what? Huh? What's happening, Mind Some? What are you doing? What do we got here? We got Crossbow Mining. We got what is that? Defian Mining here. I butchered that. Oh, it just jumped on me. So if I missed someone, I apologize. Square Masters, smack that like button like you would your you're choking like a chicken. Let's not get into that stuff. Let's not get into that stuff. Craziness. What do we got here? Drop the mask and I can understand you. No, you can hear me. You can hear me right now. Can't you? You should be able to hear me. Everyone else can hear me. Guys, can you guys hear me? Come on. Be honest. Can you hear me? Can you not hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Greetings from Belgium. Nice. Belgium. What's going on over in Belgium these times? Is it cold there? Is it cold in Belgium? Okay, bye. All right. See you later then if you gotta go. Joe, what do we got? Crazy Ninja. You sound muffled since you got the mask. Am I a little bit? Maybe I gotta cut my hole bigger. Let me see something here. Hello. Still muffled or what? Can you guys hear me better? How about like this? I just gotta get it tighter, huh? See, some people hear me loud and clear. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, great. Dog's barking his freaking head off. Interesting. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta see. We might have a parcel delivery. It might be very important. Or it might be nothing. 1 second. False alarm, guys. False alarm. There's nothing. All right. So now I'm just going to let's just see here. Let's adjust some things and talk about some stuff. Is Mind Some still there? Is he coming on or is he just relaxing? Did he go to the bathroom? I don't know. A moment of silence for Spectre Mining. Yeah, that sucks. Poor Spectre. I wish something would happen there. But we're going to look at some things here. Now, we're going to start with this. Do you guys remember this coin? Who knows what this is? Anybody? Anybody at all? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? Yes, this is Flux. Flux used to be a A blockchain. Yeah, they were a blockchain at one point in time. They used to think GPU mining was the future. You need proof of work, decentralization, everything that goes with proof of work. They're 100% for it. And guess what? They turned around and they gave all the miners the middle finger, which one, the middle one. And then they said, see you later. We're ditching you all. Thanks for the startup. It's pretty much what happened there, right? Now they went to their whole POS. They call it something else. It's POS in a nutshell. And they said, see you later, miners, and all this stuff. So, awesome. Thanks, Flux. See you later. Next, we got these guys right here, Chlor AI. You guys know them, right? They were doing the same type of thing. They were on Kapow. They were bringing in the miners. They're starting to build their platform. Everyone was supporting them because they're proof of work. And they recently said, see you later, miners, middle finger. We're out of here. All right. Thanks very much. Who knows this coin right here? We got Dynex. Dynex is currently proof of work right now. They got a few changes coming down the pipeline. One is they're moving to an ASIC. So keep that in mind because it's going to be weird. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. It's going to be weird. So they're getting an ASIC. Yes, that's right. They're developing it's their own hardware, but it's not an ASIC per se. Like it's an ASIC, but it's not an ASIC. That makes sense. It's an ASIC for their computing type of stuff, but it's not necessarily an ASIC like to mine Bitcoin and stuff. So the next step of this is also they're going to be quitting proof of work for us. If that makes sense. They are not going to have a blockchain Dynex anymore. They're moving to an actual stock exchange. So they're moving out of cryptocurrency to like a stock exchange where everything's going to be KYC and they're going to be on the stock market and not on any crypto market. So they're transitioning to the stock market, if that makes sense to you guys. And in the background, the mining hardware is going to move from GPUs to this one ASIC type of hardware for their quantum computing, or not quantum computing, but whatever the heck they're doing there for their stuff. So it's like they are doing something, but they're ditching the GPU miners. They're getting the special ASIC and they're moving away from crypto and onto the actual stock market. So pretty freaking crazy what's going on there. So they gave the miners another big fat middle finger. And now we got another platform. Who can tell me these guys? Who's this? See these guys? One of my favorites, actually. I love this guys. I was hoping, we'd see some $20 Octa.Space or something. But guess what? Octa.Space is giving the big fat middle fingers to miners pretty soon as well and moving to their own proof of stake, rendering AI, pretty much what Flux kind of did. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff going on here. All these blockchains are ditching miners. So, they all started because of proof of work mining. All of them. All of them. Thanks. Yeah, we're good for proof of work. So now it's getting to the point where if we see a chain come in and they're saying anything to do with AI, we should say, no, we're not mining your coin. You're just going to ditch us in the future. You're just going to say goodbye. No. So, in theory, like, let's just take a look at some things here right quick here. Let's just screen share this. I just want to show you. There's no time frame or anything on Octa.Space yet, but let's just have a quick peek. So if we come into here, look at Discord, share, and here we can see right here. So someone says, bro, will mining end after the migration? And here we go. There is no migration in progress right now. So who knows? It could be a year or two away. But yes, when we do eventually migrate, mining will no longer be possible. So that is the plan. It is coming. They're saying it right there. It might be a year, might be 2 years away. So yeah, so miners could actually put a stance right now. I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying whatever. Maybe I am saying do this. Whatever. Who cares? Point is, you're getting used. I'm getting used. Anyone who ever mined Octa.Space got used to talk about this chain, whatever. And now they're leaving the miners to do their own rental service, just like Chlor, just like Flux, just like everyone else to do all this. And obviously you have to use their coin and all this. It's a new way that these coins seem to be going forward, but they had to start with proof of work. So as a miner, you could, I don't know how much they actually have relying on the blockchain anymore, so it might not matter. But as a miner on the Octa.Space blockchain, in theory, you could shut off your hardware, move somewhere else, and really give them the middle finger, and their blockchain could crater. If you moved all your hash rate away, or maybe obviously there's only a couple miners there, become very profitable because there's no hash rate. But at the same time, someone could come in like Red Panda Mining with, his mass farm of E9s he has laying on the floors and stuff, and he could probably attack that. So we could have, everyone pull off the network, have Panda attack it, and then it all goes downhill for them. That's a possibility. I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on. Like, ah, I don't know what to say after that anyway. So anyway, moving forward, they plan on doing it moving forward. So it's going to happen eventually. So I'm curious, what do you guys think about what is going on here? I gotta stop my screen share and restart it again. I don't know why this glitches out on me sometimes. All right, let's share that. Then I want to go back to this. And there we are. All right. So now it's working for me. It was working for you guys the whole time, but it wasn't working for me. So I couldn't see what's going on. Red Panda Mining, what's going on? Do you want to come on the live stream? And I have it set up so you can actually go live on your channel with my live stream also. So we can be live on both channels. This is a win-win for all of us because we're all live streaming to the world. Mind some, come on. You can add your channel. That's 3 channels live at the same time, bringing in more viewers, learning people. It's a big shindigger. We can all go live at the same time. I have one more E9 Pro on the floor still. Who wants it? Who wants it? Oh, man. What is this? Grudy and Mike Kirk, Elite 1337. That your name is close to Rabbi. Are you the J word? What's the J word? Jesus? Yeah, I like Jesus. Jesus is good. Kirky my Charlie. What is this? Thoughts on Kirk coin? I have no idea what that is, or Goon coin. I've never heard of these things. They're obviously not proof of work, and there's some rug pull meme coin scam. That's coming in on the Kickstarter there. I don't see anybody over on the Twitch there. I vote for Rabid Mining, Proof of Work Network, RMC, Rabid Mining Coin. I like doing errands and tax stuff at the moment, but I'm watching on the third screen. Third screen? Crazy. Third screen. What do you mean third screen? How many screens do you got? What do you got going on over there? What do you got going on? What else do we got? Yeah, I wish I could get into real estate. Real estate's a tough one. You need money to do that. You need money to get into a lot of these things. It all starts with money, and that's why it seems the rich always get richer, and the rich always try to keep the poor poorer, so that none of them can invest in anything. Does that make sense? That's the way I think it works. It could be wrong. Go live independently together. Yeah, that's what it is. Like when I send people invites to my stream, if you guys have a channel, I have it set up so you could add your channel into it and it'll live stream to your channel as well. That way we're live streaming the same stream, but to anyone's channel. So if I invited, say, Hobbyist Miner, Panda, Mine Some, Endless Mining, who else is out there? The modern mining. If we were all on the stream, they could also be broadcasting the same stream to all their channels, making all of us known to the entire crypto world. Does that make sense? That's the way to do it. But yeah. Anyway. Zedric seems to be back. Did anyone check to make sure oh yeah, that's right. Someone messaged me a little while ago, a couple days ago. That was User Pirate, was it? I can't remember. Yeah, ZX went down or something. They had some major issues going on, and I don't know what happened there. Some craziness stuff. Hi from Norway. What's going on in Norway? How's it going there? Is it cold? Or how to talk to people who do have money to borrow in. That's the other thing. Who has all the AI data centers being built are being built for surveillance and control of the financial system, not for our benefit. It's all a smoke. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. They need more AI compute power to run all their AI facial recognition systems and all this stuff. So that makes a lot more sense than the AI bubble. Interesting. That's an interesting way to put things. You're trying to get me to make a channel. Bleach 500. Hey, you know what? Start a channel. Why not? Do we get all our crypto back then? I don't know. I'm not sure. We do have someone that just joined the wolf pack. What is that? Den Duddener 3715. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we don't have very many green names anymore. See how crypto just catapulted down to zero for us. Not many people are that interested. But guys, if you want to support the channel, become a member, maybe little donations, stuff like that obviously helps. If you guys do prefer to donate, I'd rather you not do it through the Tubester because they take like 50%. So there is a PayPal link that would actually be much better if that's something you guys choose to do. You don't have to, but anybody that has a free $1 million laying around, hey, feel free. Oh man. All I see now are BitAxe ads and videos. There's a lot of BitAxe, and it's for good reason. BitAxe as it's probably one of the most popular miners to be. When in 2025 is probably for a home miner, the BitAxe I think really took control of everybody because it was cheap, solo chats. How many were there's 25 or 33 or I can't remember, but last year, like everyone says it's impossible, but 33, I think, solo blocks were found in 2025. So that's pretty crazy. We're hearing more about it because more people are actually doing it. That's the interesting thing. More people are actually solo mining. Now we're hearing things. But yeah, nerd Q axes, bit axes, and they're just keep making more and more of them and bigger and badder and whatever else because they're, taking control of the solo mining phase. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where is it worth the power to solo mine and stuff like that? The other thing is some people are just going completely overboard in it, like absolutely retarded. Like people sorry, I don't want to that's a bad term to use. I apologize. Some people are going too heavy into the BitAxe thing, the solo mining thing. Now, seriously, has anyone ran the math? If you like 10, 20 of these BitAxe miners, like, I don't know, like at that point, you're starting to spend 3, 4 times more money than just buying a big Bitcoin ASIC itself. And you're using way more power also. So if you want to solo mine, would have saved a lot more money and save power by just getting a big ASIC. That like it's get to the point where some people are just going way too overboard on these little bit axes. They're wasting so much money when you could have just got a big ASIC for 70% cheaper for the amount that they're paying for these. Like, what is it now? Like some of the Q axes or the Octa axes, what are they? Depending where you look, they're anywhere from $600 to $1,500. And what's like 200 and some terahash S21 or something is only like $2,500 right now. So like two of those for like find like some places are 1,500, some are six. Like I said, I don't know. Let's say average $1,000. So two of those is $2,000 for 12 for I guess 20 terahash, right? 20 terahash. You spent 2 grand on 20 terahash, and you could have spent 2,500 and got 200 and some terahash. Like, okay, it gets to a point where things are looking not very like a smart, good idea. But yeah, I don't know. You see what I'm saying there? That's how we got to record a video on sometimes. So do the math, work it out. Don't just be like, okay, yeah. So the point of the whole solo Bitcoin miners is if you only get one or two, like unless it's the nerd axes, then they get up there. But like the small original, like the gammas or maybe the nano 3S's for 3, 4 terahash, 6 terahash, whatever, they're okay for a couple $100. And then they're not using much power, but you start stacking them up, getting the bigger ones. The bigger ones get more and more expensive as well per terahash, and you keep stacking them up. Eventually, you just spent way too much money for hardly any hash rate at all compared to the big things. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. One or two, draw the line, not 20 of these, not 50 of these or 100 of these things, because then it just starts getting a little overboard at that point, and you definitely had better that money could have went else. Unless you're rich. If you're a millionaire or a billionaire, do whatever you want. Build a house just for bit axes because it's your hobby and it's something you want to do and you don't care. Someone with that amount of money, they can do whatever the heck they want. And I won't question them. I do the same stupid thing too. Oh, I got a couple $1 million here. I'm gonna build a freaking 20 by 20 shed and load it up with bit axe gammas because I want something to do today. That's how millionaires think. Billionaires think. I want something to do today. Let's build a bidax farm. All right, let's throw all those in the garbage. Let's try a different one. That's rich people thinking. We can't do that. We're poor people. We gotta pay attention to the math and see what makes sense. What's efficient for the hash rate and what's the cost for the hash rate. We got to be a lot smarter in what we do. Unless you're Red Panda Mining, he'll load up his whole basement with bid axes. I'm gonna hit a block. Let's go to the moon. I'm just kidding, Panda. I'm just kidding. Crypto mining is cooked. Crypto mining is rough. It is rough. Like, let's take a look at some numbers here. Now it's hilarious. It's funny. Like, is there a point where crypto mining is ever going to change? Like, think about it. Ever since Ethereum, whenever you say crypto mining, or you say crypto mining is profitable or crypto mining this, and what does everyone revert to? The train of thought, tunnel minded is GPU mining. GPU mining, like, honestly, don't want to hurt anybody's feeling, has been trash for 4 years plus since Ethereum moved to POS. So when you interpretate crypto mining, we should almost be calling it CPU mining at this point, because CPU mining has been profitable for the past 4 years, where GPU mining has been trash. So it's funny though, you still say crypto mining and everyone just thinks GPUs. No, GPUs suck. So you obviously, we got to determine GPU mining, CPU mining, ASIC mining, mouse mining, frickin' Rodecaster Duo mining, and Stream Deck mining, keyboard mining. They got to be different, right? So, for the most part, when we say crypto mining, everything is pretty much cooked right now because it all sucks. But, it's we still have that mindset where when you mention crypto mining, it refers to only GPU mining. And I really don't think that's the case anymore, because GPUs have been the worst thing to mine on for years now. But moving forward, just kind of looking at some stuff here, we got 12-cent power. We got the CMP 170s here, 10-cent profit, 49-cent revenue. We got the 4070 Ti, 4-cent profit, 40-cent revenue. We got 5080 here, 1-cent profit, 37-cent revenue. And it just gets worse as you scroll down. Like, we're breaking even at 12-cent power on 5070 Ti's. Like, we didn't even make it very far down the list, and now you're just breaking even. Like, you're selling all your coins to cover your power costs. It doesn't make any sense. Well, obviously, if you have a small setup, if you only have 6 rigs and stuff like that, you're mining at break-even costs. You're not selling your coins. You're hodling them or swapping it to Bitcoin, whatever. And, because you have real jobs out there. Most people have jobs. They're covering their power, whatever. It doesn't really matter. People that have huge farms, you can't just ride it out. Like, it costs so much money to run all this that you have to mine at a profit to cover your electricity bills. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So anyway, here we can see, the top card is the 170HX, 49-cent revenue, 10-cent profit. So rough times out there. I just want to check out something now. Yeah, I don't even know what CPUs are doing right now, so I want to have a quick peek here. Just get an idea, do some fresh calculations. 12-cent power. Yeah, like here we have Dagger on a 7950X. We're sitting at 99-cent revenue, 58-cent profit. That's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's still not bad. You get 20, what if you had like 20 CPUs or something? Profit wise at 12-cent power, so 0.58 times 20. That's only $11.60 a day, but at least that's not breaking even or something. Let's take a look at what random X. Let's just have a quick peek. Let's do about, depending on your RAM, let's go 13 kilohash at about 115 watts or so. Yeah, even a 3900X is about 59-cent revenue, 26-cent profit on XTAG right now. We got 21-cent profit on Epic Cash, which again, you can mine other SRB supported coins. So in theory, you could pull out, let's say, so 54 cents here plus 43 cents. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 90 some cents. Yeah. So that would be only about 90 some cents. Drop your power bill. So what would your power, like? I don't even know what your power bill is. Have to run 114 watts here. times 24 divided by 1,000. Times 0.12. So 32 cents is what you're spending in power. So, and then that would be 46, 4, 5, 6, 70, 80 some cents. So 83. Yeah, about 50-cent profit on that. So a 3900X is almost at 50-cent profit right now when you're dual mining Epic Cash with something like Monero. So that's pretty crazy. That doesn't make sense though. Why would Oh yeah, 54 cents up here. Okay, 21. And then how does that double it though? I don't know. My numbers might be wrong, but you're mining this all the time. You get Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to cut this in half, 50%. So this is 20 cents here, 5 cent here. So 20 70. So it's 70 some cents and minus that 30. So say 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get about 30, 40, 35, 40 cents profit on a 3900X, which still isn't bad. That's actually still not bad. I think about 39-cent profit here. And then when you're coming into here, 39-cent profit. Well, 170HX is 10-cent profit. So a 3900X is, almost 3x the profit of a 170HX if you find the right coins and what you're mining, how it works and stuff. So still CPUs continue to be like it's not extremely profitable, but it's way more, like 2, 3, 4 times more profitable. You look at the 7000 series versus the 170HX, and you're getting into like 8 times more profit and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty crazy on that. And like I said, we just say, how's crypto mining looking? Everyone just says it sucks. GPUs aren't making anything. I didn't say GPU mining. I said crypto mining. Crypto is crypto, whether it's a GPU coin, CPU coin, ASIC coin. Crypto is crypto. I didn't say GPU mining. That's the funny thing that we're still seeing all the time is when you refer anything to crypto or mining, proof of work, everyone just floods to GPU mining sucks. Didn't say anything about it. But you guys notice that too? Everything is like default is GPUs, default. And I don't know if we should be using them as the default anymore because we still need so many people to quit. If Panda shut his farm off, I bet you we'd all be profitable actually. So we could just blame it all on Panda. GPU mining is not profitable because of Red Panda mining. True or false? Anybody disagree? 170HX is now $200. What were they before? 300? 200 Canadian or 200 USD? Yeah, that's the 7000 series. That is true. That yeah, the AM5 is freaking insanely expensive now because of all the RAM and all that crazy stuff. But the 3900X, they're fairly cheap still. I think, aren't they? I don't know. Actually, no, they're going up in price now because of the AM5 issue. So yeah, everything's going up on the CPU side. So yeah, they're not cheap anymore. Not cheap, but yeah, everyone ASIC mining only. Go buy ASICs. DDR5 was the best ROI so far. Yeah, if you got DDR5 just laying around, it's probably a good idea to sell it. GPU mining is dead. Oh man, I gotta drive out and visit Panda one of these days. I gotta head to his house. He came over to mine. Now I gotta go over to his. That'll be fun. You still have mine on. That's a good title. GPU mining is dead. I still have mine on. These are dead, but they're still running until they're fully dead. You're gonna run them till they code 43. That 1000 doesn't include RAM though, does it? Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't even know what RAM's at these days. Let's go to. I'm gonna come into here. Let's go to this. Go into Canada products. Where's my actual saved parts list? Let's do a 7900X. Here's a 7950X. Oh, whoa. $1,577 with no cooler yet because this is out of stock. What's this RAM? $672 for the RAM I always used to get. And this stuff, I could buy this for like $120. 2 sticks. So 32 gigabytes was 120. Now it's $672. So yeah, to build a 7950X rig right now, it's about almost $1,600. About $1,610 with a cooler in Canada. So I don't know what that is in the States. So let's just go. Let's go 1610 CAD to USD. It's $1,183 USD. That's crazy. What about 5950X miner here? Let's go 5,900. $870 to build a freaking 5,000 series miner. That is insane. That is a ripoff. What's so expensive here? The CPU? I don't even have a motherboard in here. Whoa, there's no motherboard in here. What about a Ripper? Yeah. Oh yeah. Ripper. I got the Ripper. Cheap CPU miner. Here we go. 59. No RAM. I don't got any RAM in this one. It's $820 on the cheap CPU, but it's not cheap anymore. It's going up in price. 5900X is $514 for real. What? What do we got here? Out of stock, in stock, out of stock. Of course, it's out. Look at this 368 out of stock. Amazon 514 in stock. PC Canada $838 out of stock though. Like for 5900X. Wow, we're seeing the shortage on CPU parts like crazy. This is really stupid, really dumb. B450 DS3H, like I've never used this one, so I don't know how good it is, but maybe I don't even know why that's there. We can still get a cheap drive for this, so that's good. 128 gigabytes, 69. Interesting. Wow, that is crazy. Just want to see something here. What is earnings summary? No. Oh yeah. So yeah, very. That's crazy. That's you can't build a PC anymore. It's stupid. It is freaking. We got to buy Apple IIs. The future of PC gaming is they better start tweaking those games a lot better because the hardware is not going to be able to support a game anymore because we got to use stuff from 1934. Oh man. We're gonna go back to where our whole wall is a giant computer and it only holds 500 megabytes. You remember those big old? You ever seen pictures of those big old PCs where it's like a whole server room, and really it's like our cell phones faster and more room memory than that entire whole server room. That's what we're gonna have to go back to. We're gonna be recording stuff on tape. Oh man, that's why they are cloud gaming. Yeah, put cloud gaming. They're pushing that, but you need really good internet for that. So obviously that works for most people in the cities and stuff, but everyone in rural and urban, it's not a good idea. Like our internet sucks in small towns and outside of cities and whatnot. You will not own your PC, forever rent and be happy. That's right. Imagine that. Yeah, they're gonna start here. You can rent your PCs now. You're not even gonna be able to buy and build PCs anymore. I wouldn't put it past them. Rent the PC. They won't sell them to customers anymore. Subscription fee. They'll have a $5 a month GPU fee. They'll have a $6 a month CPU fee, a $2 cooler fee, $10 RAM fee. Like you'll have a 40, 50, $60 monthly subscription just to have a computer at your house. Hopefully what we just said does not go out to the public because that is stuff they would definitely try to do because that would be a moneymaker. Wow. I'm just gonna cut that out from the live stream, and hope no one sees that because that's bad. We don't want that happening. I remember going to internet cafes. That was the real rental service. Oh yeah, I've never been to one, but I remember when they were a thing. Like they were a big thing. Everyone go, yeah. Now you have Wi-Fi and you can go to Tim Hortons and it's an internet cafe. Everybody has Wi-Fi and stuff, huh? Yeah, but before a specific building's designed just for your internet access. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I forgot about those. We do not have to go back to 1934. QNAP, what is that? TS221P has a PCI Express times one port. You can solder on it. As a part, I remember those in Iraq waiting lines like crazy. Oh, really? Yeah, I gotta get in, use the internet, check something out. Speaking of bit axes, I'm doing Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, a Zigbee 3.0, and Thread. Upgrades, it's a faster processor. Also, I'm doing them with antennas also. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Canada and the Tim Hortons, so cliche. That's true, it is. It is true. But you know what? I just had to use that for an example because that's what we know around here, right? I'm Canadian. Of course, I'm going to say Tim Hortons. Although Tim Hortons is branching into the States now. Tim Hortons sucks now. I don't know why. I just came out of this, but think about it. Oh, I don't have my proper. Let's just go back into this. We're just chatting away. But yeah, like Tim Hortons now, like I don't know why I'm talking about this all of a sudden, but seriously, once you got it's horrible. It's horrible. I remember back in the day, I go there and fresh donuts, you could watch them make them and everything. Now everything is just frozen and shipped, loaded up with preservatives, frozen over. They heat them up and put them on the shelf. Like everything is so bad for you these days, designed to pretty much poison us. And it's horrible. Absolutely. The quality control of everything has really gone downhill. Nobody cares anymore. They just freeze it and ship it. Like, oh man, most of this stuff is all made in like the same places. Like, it's crazy. I saw this thing on bread. Like, I don't even know why we're talking about this now. It's nothing to do with crypto, but I should start my own podcast about, you know, I'm gonna call my channel the Deceived World, or so I don't know. I should start a new channel and just talk about all this crazy stuff. Should I do that? You guys think you guys would like a channel like that where we just complain about everything? That'd be fun. I'm just joking. Cheaper to make and increase profits. Exactly. It's cheaper to make, increase profits, but it's also poisoning everybody. Like I said, I was getting into that. I saw a bread thing, and you got Wonder Bread, Dambster bread, that Italiano bread, whatever else. Like they might just be Canadian bread things. I don't know, but all the breads are exactly the same, but just you're paying for the label thinking it's better, but they're like exactly the same bread made at the same place, someplace in Mexico. And they're all exactly the same. You're just paying higher prices and lower prices. Sobeys bread, Walmart bread, all the same. You're just paying cheaper and higher fees. And it's really not good for you. They got horrible crap in it. There's nothing new, no nutrients, and people are buying it up like it's awesome. Even a lot of the organic breads and sprouted breads that they're saying is good isn't even good. It's still the same crap with a couple seeds and stuff thrown on top. Like it is all horrible. We're all getting poisoned. There's one that's actually really good. That's supposed to be Silver Hills, I think, is the best bread for anything. But every other bread is like garbage. And it's horrible. It's horrible. It's a crazy show. I saw it on YouTube. And it's something about the Canada food industry or something like that. But it's crazy. Panda, you got to watch it because it opens up your eyes on stuff. Yeah, that's the best place to go is to actual bakeries and stuff, and not the Sobeys, like Sobeys and grocery stores that bake their bread. They still have, if you look on the ingredients, if there's more than like 4 ingredients, it is bad. Like I went to Sobeys after I watched that. I looked at the ingredients the other day, and they had like 15 or 20 ingredients on it. All this extract, xyloblam, blah blah blah, like just like a label like this long of ingredients. And only you in reality you only need 3 or 4 things to make bread. What is all this other crap? Preservatives. Bread doesn't even mold anymore. And like it's soft. If the bread is really soft, it's fake bread too. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. Absolutely insane stuff. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flour, water, salt, yeast. That's all you need to make bread is 4 ingredients. Why is there like 20 different ingredients of bread? It's insane. It's all frozen bread and such. Sobeys. I work at Sobeys. They bake it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's all frozen. It's all frozen, packed, and shipped from the same places and sent out everywhere and just warmed up and put on the shelf. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. All poison. Bread is like rubber. Yeah, there's actually what is it? Yeah, there's some of the bread actually has same additives that's in rubber is in some of the bread, which is freaking weird. But anyway, yeah, you really got to do research because we're seriously everything's getting cheaper and stuff for them to make, and it's no wonder everyone's has OCDs and ADHDs and all these mental illnesses, and then you got social media topping all that up, and then you got no, like, everyone's getting sick because of everything we eat, and nobody does anything. Anyway, that's just bread. Like, imagine getting into everything else. Like that, we're just hitting the first layer here. But anyway, let's talk about crypto, not all this other crazy stuff, because that has nothing to do with what we're live streaming about. Oh man, the Rabid Mining food channel. uh, I like growing my own food. Yeah, I saw an actual very Scaper. What's happening? What's happening over there? You make your own bread. Nice. Sometimes. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, there was another thing I seen. What was it? The heck was it? Oh, well, about growing your own food on 1/8 of an acre. This person grows their food for a family of 6 for an entire year. Every year they've been doing that. I watched that channel. It's actually very interesting. They had like 140 pounds of carrots come out of a row and stuff. And like certain things, like right now, like carrots, tomatoes, other things start in January, like right now. Because by the time you get them in there, is you'll start getting earlier crops when everything is highly priced in the store. And then when you actually start eating it all up like that, then everything's in season towards the end of the year, and then everything's a lot cheaper for that in season. So if you start your crops now, you'll save a whole bunch, because now you'll actually be producing when all the prices are super high. So yeah, there's a lot of things there, but a lot of things, potatoes, a lot of stuff you can start in January, and by early spring, midsummer, you're already reaping the rewards of it. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's be honest, growing your own food will probably be a 3D flow forwards. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. There probably will be against it. But it even says in the Bible, eventually we're supposed to flee the cities and get away. You got the mark of the beast, you won't be able to buy or sell, all this stuff. Supposed to flee. You're not supposed to live in the cities. Flee out and grow your own food. And even Ellen White, if you guys know who that is, that's like a prophet of the Seventh Day Adventist Church. Like she was taken over by God and showing all these visions, and she's a prophet. And she even went through all this stuff, and it said straight up, like, flee to the mountains. All this stuff is going to turn bad. The food is going to be tainted, and look what's happening all around us. Our food is heavily tainted all over the place, and this is from the 1800s when all this stuff was being written and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty freaking crazy now. So like, we're looking for places. I'd love to get on an acreage or some land, obviously grow your own food, but you're supposed to get out of the cities. But look, that's where all the cities is. Everyone cares about convenience and how easy stuff is to get. Look at DoorDashes and all that. So, you know, the evil one is trying to keep everybody, but we need to get out of these places. Pretty crazy. What just happened to my stream? Am I being censored? Cut out? What's happening here? This is interesting. Why did my camera cut out? Huh, I don't know what happened there. This one? This one? Why did it change? Spotlight. Something happened, and I don't know what. That was weird. That was weird. Things are glitching out when I started talking like that. I'm being watched. Anyway, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? I thought my camera battery died, and I looked at it, it's still full. I'm like, this is weird. My camera's still on. It shows me, and that's going there, and it's weird. It just, yeah, craziness. Panda hack. Yeah, Panda's hacking me. You're censored by Bill Gates. You're intriguing his agenda. Oh man, that's insane. That's insane. Anyway, you know what? Let's back to the crypto things and everything. I should start a new channel. I think it'd be fun to talk about this stuff. Don't you guys? I think it'd be fun. Anyway, let's continue on. Crypto mining, boycott, all this AI stuff. That's what we're talking about. All this AI crypto stuff. They're starting proof of work because it's a nice, easy way to start your chain. It's decentralized. Miners talk about all these coins, And then all of a sudden they just throw them to the wolves, ditch them, and say thanks, but no thanks, and bye. Yeah. So, what are you guys' opinions on this? What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna? And are you guys still mining Octa.Space? Like, what are their? I'm curious. I am very curious, actually. How is their what's their network hash rate and everything looking like? Octa.Space. It doesn't say their emissions right now. Let's go into here. Share. All right, share this. K1 pool is the top pool here. We got GT pool in second, 32.8. I don't know what their block rewards or anything are. Like, I don't even know what is their emissions. Let's have a quick peek. See if we can figure out emissions right quick. So Octa.Space block reward is wow, it's down to only 1.1 now. Octa.Space block reward is only 1.1. See, look. Right there. Hash reward 1.10. Insane. All right. So is that the actual is it really 13-second block? Yeah, that's about right. Actually, that's what the S was, right? Around 15. So let's go 86,400 times. Divide by 13 seconds. So it's 6,646 blocks being found in a 24-hour period. We're going to times that by 1.1. That is 7,310 coins per day. And the price is 14 cents. 14.6. Oh, wow. So Octa.Space's current emissions right now. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? $1,067. Octa.Space is currently paying just over $1,000 to all of its miners out there. So not very much. So how does that compare versus emissions of all these coins? $1,000 is not even on the first page, and we're getting pretty low and bad here. Continue on. All right, so it's higher than some. So it's above Bitcoin too. It's over Bitcoin too. Less than Syscoin, whatever the heck that is. And we got what are these coins? We got Satoshi Cash, Warthog is at 705, Peercoin, Ycash. I remember Ycash. Whatever happened to that? Selvium's only 509. Trump Pow is 480 Dynex is at 400. Epic Cash. Epic Cash is really low. Holy. It's only $400 a day, but that's because there's hardly any miners on it. That's why things are profit. So this is another thing actually to look at. As we see, Epic Cash is decent profitable on a CPU. We saw that earlier, but that's because there's hardly any hash rate there. So sometimes I do come into here. I haven't for a while. It's probably something I should look into when I'm looking for some profit newer coming up or something. But you look at the emissions, you come down. Even these small little coins, like no one's mining them. Like say there's only 2 miners there. I'm gonna go at $200 a day. Are you? I don't care. $200 a day isn't too shabby if no one else is mining it. So that's other things to look at. Like what is this? What's Cryptex coin? I don't know. I think I heard someone talk about what the handshake. That is ASIC. Ston coin. Vertcoin. Hey, Rud. Vertcoin.
Nuclear power plant, Rod Potts, Vertking, 241.
$241 a day for Vertcoin. What else do we got? Let's see. $72 a day. What is this? Phoenix coin. Is there anything Prog Pal? No. X11. Is there anything Minotaur X? But this uses okay, Litecoin Cash. Oh, I forgot about that. They split that. That's right. Now I don't know, is this between the whole chain or is this actually only $30 a day when you split it between 2 chains? I don't know how they're doing their thing. Shiva, let's find something. Random X, Dagger. Oh, XDAG. That's what we saw. This is the most profitable coin on what to mine, Dagger. But we can see it's only paying $144 because there's like next to no hash rate on it. So that's interesting. No, it's nice that they see that it's cat coin here. What other algorithms? Look for algorithms that we can mine. Scripts tell. Let's try another page. We're getting pretty low in the emissions at this point, though. Kapow, $52 a day for Kapow. That's pretty power intensive. Random X, here's another OVO. See, these are all 33. So is that split? So reality is this like $11 a day? 11 times 3, 33 between the three? I don't know. That's something you got to look into as well. We're really running out of running out of coins here for any emissions. And I don't see any more CPU stuff. See some shy stuff. Yeah. So anyway, that's one thing to look at, to kind of keep an idea. Look at emissions and stuff and go for something, anywhere between 70 to $200 or $300 a day, which would make a very small coin. A couple things you want to look at. One is obviously what would the hash rate be? So let's now go into Dagger for an example. Nope. Back in here. So where is it? Dagger. So yeah, we're gonna look at Dagger. And now we can see that there's only 4 mega hash online. Not very much hash rate at all. Actually, but I think that is more than Zephyr. That's more hash rate than what Zeph has. But if we scroll down, we also need some type of wow. So there is volume. So you can definitely sell this coin. Look at XT is at $252,000 a day. We got MEXC at 53,000, whatever this is. Oh, our bit 6,000, and we only got 35 and 24 at non-KYC. But there is volume here, so you could definitely be selling some coins. So that's a good thing. So we have low hash rate, decent liquidity, so you can definitely buy and sell this coin. So that's definitely a check mark to put in your books there. So I might have to fire some rigs onto this because we did see that this was actually doing pretty good right here. As that was 3900x. Let's go back to the 7950. What is here? 165 or something. I don't know. And yeah, we could see almost $1 before power, 52 cents after power. So nice. That's not too shabby. Okay, sweet. What else is there now? Like, what's Zeph at? Zephyr. Oh, never mind. I got that wrong. Zephyr's at 85 mega hash. That was only 4 mega hash. I was thinking gigahash for some reason. Okay, never mind. So yeah, Zephyr obviously has a lot more hash rate than that. So there's hardly any hash rate on XDEG versus this. That's why obviously there's profit and stuff there. So interesting. Now, one thing I don't remember about XDEG is I'm just gonna look at so pool mining might be better. I remember a long time ago when I was mining, I had a whole bunch of coins and I lost the password to my wallet. That sucks. So I had to start over, but I hardly mind it when I started over because the hash rate started picking up and stuff. So that sucks because they have a new wallet now where you have backup phrases. The original wallet, you had no backup phrases. It was all password protected. And now they have seed phrases and stuff where you can restore and bypass your password if you have all the proper stuff. So that sucks. So I did have quite a few coins. But when I was mining a long time ago, solo mining was better. It was really weird. You'd pool mine and you'd hardly get any coins. But if you solo mined, you'd find a whole bunch of blocks and you get a crap ton of coins. It was really weird. Like it was like 3 or 4 times more yield solo mining than it was pool mining. But it's looking like pool mining is probably better now, or it's fixed, or maybe there's issues back then. I don't know. But we can see all the top pools now are actual pools, not solo. So it's looking like the pool side of things is probably better now again. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to slam. Like, I don't know what the block reward is. We can see 64-second block time. So that's pretty fast, actually. 1 minute block times. I don't know. I might have to slam some rigs onto here and see what happens. I'm curious about that. It's been a while since I mined that coin. Oh, there's good old Mr. One and Only Fudweiser. Yeah, nailed it. It's hard to make videos these days. I know Panda's probably in the same boat. He's been live streaming a lot also, but like there isn't really much going on. So live streams, well, we can do this. We continue to talk about all sorts of stuff. I get feedback from you guys and we talk about things. I think live streams will probably obviously be doing a lot more live streams moving forward. Just to keep on engagement and stuff like that because there isn't really much going on. Today was really interesting though about the Octa.Space thing and stuff. So I need to record something dedicated for that, but I still don't have very much information on to do that. But yeah, a lot more live streams will probably be happening. Now, is this one in 1080? This one should be in 1080. I just want to know because I kind of upgraded my package here from 7 so I could go in 1080. So let me know. Are we actually in 1080p right now, or are we still in 720? Because I might not have it set right either. Let me know. Um, did you open the live stream with your new song? No, I didn't, Red. I'm looking at your song. I still have to edit that. I didn't cancel my thing yet, so I'm still using the original. I also got what's it called? Smokey Dan is also looking at stuff as well. So just gonna do a bunch of things and see what happens and go from there. You have to make videos now. Oh, you do? Panda has to make videos now. What's going on here? Back and forth. Why do you have to make videos? I'm just kidding. I know we have to. I have to. Everyone has to. I'm stuck for another year. What do you mean you're stuck? Well, yeah, you still got to make videos, but then you got to live stream, or you make videos and live stream and make another video. And I don't know. I've been lazy. What I wanted to do, I'm like, oh wow, everything's down so much, like viewership, and nobody cares about crypto anymore because everything sucks. Like I was like, I need to do a video in the morning, I need a live stream in the afternoon, I need another video for the evening, like a video every 12 hours, 8 in the morning, 8 at night, live stream in the middle. Imagine doing that for every day. That's gonna get tiring. But I haven't got to that schedule yet. I haven't done that. But I'm thinking about, at least, still do the video a day thing. And if I don't get to the video in time, I'll just do the live stream. But I would obviously still like to do the video a day, and then maybe every day or every couple days, or a couple extra times a week, add in a live stream maybe. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, what to do. But you need to do more stuff because yeah, things are really rough. What do we got here? Scaper is saying, I thought your account, okay, we went to that. I'm not mining any Octa.Space, but I'm still hodling. Yeah, I still got my coins. Scaper's over there on the Twitch there. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. I got confused with someone else. Okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Scaper, who's normally there. X16Q Pro could mine over 8 Octa a day. Holy crap. I remember when it was only 3 or 4. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I remember when there's a point in time when I first started mining Octa, I think I was getting like 50 or 60 Octa a day. Like it was insane. Now you hardly get anything. I'll watch whatever videos you make. I'll join any live stream you do. Awesome. See, it's like you got some dedicated viewers, right? So that's one thing that helps. Um, make sure more node setup videos and solo mining. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That seems to be the thing. A lot of people love the solo stuff these days. Doing my taxes right now. It's brutal. Yusuf, I'm reaching out to get more details. Reaching out to what? Rabid, I found a guy on Reddit that turned an old BTC ASIC into a hashcat. Oh, really? Interesting. A BTC ASIC into a hashcat beast. That's quite the conversion. Interesting what you got going on there. I'm a bunch too, like real old. Wi-Fi upgrades. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I know all these what are they called? Like all these solo Bitcoin miners, they always come with 2.4. And I realize why. 2.4 makes sense. It can travel through walls, it can go farther. 5G Wi-Fi, it's good for close with non-obstruction views and stuff, but going through walls and ceilings and stuff, it slows it down and causes scatter. But I think they should have the option of hitting either, because most of the routers these days are either dual band, tri-band, and they got the smart switching between 2.4 and 5 and all this stuff. So it'd be nice to see them having the ability to run off like 5G and stuff, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Just finished doing mine. I want to forget 2025. Yeah. 2025 was pretty crazy. You have 4 of them so far. For what? This new stuff is for AI and smart homes. Oh, smart home. That's something would be interesting. More of the smart home stuff. I did find something the other day that I'm going to try to use to get Wi-Fi upstairs. And I think so. You guys know those coax, the Wi-Fi to coaxial, because I do have lines running through the house. They built the house with coaxial lines going to all the rooms and stuff. So I ordered these 2 boxes where you plug one into the internet, you power it, and then you plug your coaxial cable in, and then you go upstairs and you do the other thing. You plug in the coaxial from the wall plug into the box, and then you run the Wi-Fi to, like, maybe a router upstairs or something, or a switch or whatever. So I ordered one of those. I'm gonna see if that works to get internet upstairs, and then I could move everything up there. Panda knows the room I'm talking about, the upstairs there, where I was kind of saying, I want to turn this into maybe a new YouTube studio or something. So I've been figuring out how to get internet up there, but I think that coaxial thing will work because it's already ran through everything. And I'll show you these boxes. Smash the Amazon link down in the description if you want to try to use these. But let me just try to find Amazon business. I gotta see what I ordered. Where is it? Amazon business. Where's my start shopping? Where's my orders? Start shopping. Your orders. Right here. Ah, here we go. I ordered this guy right here. You last purchased this. Yeah, that one right here. So this TrendNet Ethernet over coaxial Mocha 2.5 adapter 2-pack. So obviously you need two, one for each one. So yeah, you plug one in at one end and the other in at the other, and it brings what internet, hardlined internet through your coaxial cable. So I think, you know what, that would be, I'm going to try that out and see if I can get it to work. So it'll be very interesting. You had four of those, just ran Ethernet much better. Maybe then. I'm not sure. I never tried them. So I'm trying to see because, like, I don't know where all my stuff to go through the walls is. So I'll see how this goes. The newer ones from that trend out of there, they supposedly work really good, like exactly the same as hardwired Ethernet cables. Those newer ones, I think the 2.5s and the 5 giganet transfers, these ones do. The older ones were really slow, but these newer ones are supposed to be a lot faster and better. So we'll see how they go. You can send me yours. Okay. Pika equals mocha. Wow, I spent what? $14,000 on shipping. Holy crap! Shipping out or shipping in, or import fees or shipping out from stuff. That's a lot. You spent 14,000 on shipping. That is insane. That is insane. That is crazy. Oh, that reminds me. I got my what's it called? A15 back from Terra hashing because of the power supply or whatever. Man, shipping and import fees are freaking insane. Like, I think I sent it out there. It cost me like $75. And then to get it back, it was 200 and some dollars to ship. And then another $200 in import fees. So I spent almost $500 just to get it back when it only cost me $75 to send there. Like, I was like, wow, like, I shouldn't even done. I should have just told them to throw it in the dumpster or something. Like, that was freaking insane. I was recording my video and I was like mad at the same time, but I was recording. Then I was like, no, I better not. I deleted it, but I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. Oh man, but yeah. Anyway, I got the A15 back now, but it's freaking. It needs a power supply or something. So yeah, we'll see. And it's all mangled. Yeah, shipping costs out with Canada Post. It's really decent. But it seems like anything coming in, especially like Canada Post shipping out seems super cheap, but UPS and all these other places, they're like 5 times more expensive. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. And it's so much easier to get through customs with Canada Post. You just have to put in, what's it worth? Send it. you know, Send it. And then, with UPS, you got to put in all these A, B, C, and different types of whatever tracking and where it's manufactured and where it's put together, and so much information they want. And then they want to charge you $800 for filling out 2 hours worth of paperwork to send anything. I should have posted it. Oh man, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. The main thing I was kind of upset with is the condition I got it back in. Is like some of the bolt screws are stripped out of it and it was mangled and half falling apart. The miner, it's just like, wow, wow, really? That was the other thing. First, I had to spend $500 to get it back. Then it was a mangled thing falling apart. Like I was scared to pick it up. I think I still got that on video. I didn't put that part through the editing process yet, but I don't know. We'll see. I got a whole bunch of stuff on my camera from like 3 or 4 different videos from this and this and this and this, and I just I gotta pull everything off and see what I got for footage, see how many videos I can actually put together. I'm sure you done stuff like that, Pat. Now how you record a whole bunch of stuff and now you have a whole bunch of mixed videos on your camera. You don't know what's part of what and what's where and what's going on. One video from last week, one from a few days ago, one from 2 weeks ago, still just sitting on the camera, not pieced together yet. Oh, man. What do we got here? You're s you're stopping ordering from the USA, too expensive, buy from Eu It is. Everything coming in from the States is so expensive. So expensive. It is crazy. Sounds like Goat's ASIC, he won that showed up like a jigsaw puzzle. Oh, no, what happened there? Wait till you mofo see my custom. Yeah, I want to see that bleach. I'm excited. I'll be curious to see what happens there for sure. Heck yeah, use the coaxial. That sounds like a great solution. Are you getting payouts for the Twitch sub I paid for, or would you rather I was member on YouTube? I don't know. Twitch, I'm not really sure. Twitch slowly comes because I don't have very many viewers over there. Hopefully, more people start using it also. But, yeah, it comes, but it's just slow growing because it's not obviously as big. So it's working, but it's just slow, like maybe 1 payout a year, but it's still something. I added a couple extra channels. I don't even know what I'm all live on right now. I think I got where am I? We got some Tubester here, we got some Twitchster, we got some Kickster. We got some Rumblester. Rumblester is going. I think I'm also Livester on the old the Instagrammer, and I think I'm like 6 or 7 places right now. So I'm not really sure. There's so many different chats up right now. I'm trying to look at them all and what's going on. It's pretty crazy. Yes, I know. I need to do gaming videos for sure. I need to try to get my monetization back on the gaming channel. Yeah, we got to do that. So yeah, I got to do some live streams, some videos. I got a Roblox Bitcoin miner video recorded from 2 weekends ago, but I haven't put that together to release it yet. So I still have that going on. Whole bunch of stuff going on. X9 is going to be worthless. Well, yes and no. Saying the X9 is going to be worthless is like saying all your CPUs on Monero is even going to be more worthless because the X9 is going to dominate the CPUs. Now, the other thing is, what do you consider worthless? It's going to be a lot cheaper by the time it releases because crypto is going to be in the tank and by July. So, hopefully it's only like $1,500 when it actually releases. So pre-ordering it right now is probably a bad idea. But then again, there might not be any stock. It's very small and no one will ever see one unless you pre-order. So, it's kind of like what is happening here type of situation. But for the most part, if you do want to mine Monero through the bear market, the X9 is you're gonna want it in your arsenal. It comes down to that. It's freaking insane. Yusuf says it is crackable. We still have yet to see because still no one has cracked the X5 yet. So we'll see what happens with the X9. Now, there are a couple websites I see posting Zeph with Monero on the X9. Now, whether that is true or not, I have no idea because the main Bitmain site and some places like Miner Bros and stuff do not have that. They're still saying Monero, but there's a couple places saying putting the Zeph symbol on beside as well. So I don't know if that's just a marketing tab because I still don't see any confirmations that Zeph would work on it because the X5 doesn't work on Zeph. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. XMR V2 will nerf the X9 to 350 kilohash. Did you see numbers on that? You got confirmation on this? If that's the case, then that'll be very interesting. I need to figure that out. I don't know if that's the thing. So yeah, I never saw. The only thing I heard is about 30% and maybe possibly more moving forward. So 1 mega hash down to 350 kilohash, that is definitely That is definitely a lot more than 30%. But at the same time, that thing is still $2,000 and it's 350 kilohash for 2400 watts. That is still better than a CPU if you really think about it. The X5 right now at 212 kilohash is about this, is still a little bit better than a 7950X. So even if that was 350 kilohash, it's still better than 7000 series CPUs. That's how OP this thing actually is, and way cheaper than building that amount of hash rate because you're only getting 22 kilohash out of a 7950X. Now we're spending almost $2,000 on a single one, and 350 kilohash is coming in at less power. It's still better. Even if it was only 350 kilohash, the X9 is still better than all the CPUs. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Love your channel. Hey, thank you very much. Anyone using, what is that? CloudBot? No, I don't even know what that is. So not yet, depending what it is. Only if it's 2K or less. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big thing. If it's under $2,000 for sure. Like even if that thing was $3,000, and because it'd still be way cheaper to get that hash rate with $3,000 over building CPU rigs, and it's doing it more efficiently. So there's that. But yeah, if it comes in at like $1,500 or something, that's pretty insane. Pretty deal. But that might be where it is because it might only be making $1 after power when it finally releases. And obviously, if that thing's only making $1 after power, CPUs aren't making anything. So people are falling off the network, and you're going to need the most efficient hardware to remain competitive. And the X9 will continue to do that even at 350 kilohash. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, hey, moms, what's happening? What's going down over there? Single CPUs, but not many CPU rigs. What are you talking about? Single CPU, yes, but not many. For what? What are you talking about? Talking about the cloud thing? Or what? I don't even know cloud. I don't know what that is. What do we got here? We got 75 viewers, 42 likes, guys. Smash that like button, huh? Do all these AI projects even produce work? I don't know, but honestly, the most advanced one that is moving away is Octa.Space here, but they are doing, like, they are actually rendering and stuff. But I'm not sure how, like, what do they got? Like, I don't know what all they're really doing, but they are, like, it seems like they're doing stuff unless their website's just making it look like they are, and really they're not. So I don't really know. But GPU rental plans for all workloads. What do they got here anyway? I never even looked. H100, HBM3, $1 per hour. Rent now. A100, 48 cents per hour. Rent now, 20 cents per hour. 5090, you can rent for 27 cents an hour. 127 available. So let's see. Let's go. If you want 0.27 times 24, that's $6.48 a day. So 648. So we went, say, $2,500 divided by 6.48. So you could rent it for an entire year and it'd still be cheaper than buying one. If that makes sense. But it'll take about 380 days. So if you rented it for an extra a year and 20 days, then you should have just bought one. But if you want to try out, if you want to try a 5090 for a couple of days, it's about $6 a day. So that actually might be an interesting way to throw this on stuff to test the 5090 because it's actually not that bad in terms of price to determine if you actually want to buy a GPU for mine. So this is interesting. 5070, so I try that out. At 5080 is only 11 cents an hour, 5 cents an hour for a 5070. So this is a good way to test GPUs to see how they actually would perform doing some stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Never really looked at that. Yeah, $10 a day in electric to make $6.50. Check out. Plus, you got to remember the platforms charge fees on top of all that. So there's all that going. What do you guys see? Wash you and Forster there. Who is going to hold all if the crypto data, if mega corporation is stripped away public PC stuff? Yeah, I don't know who's gonna pay. I think that's when we were talking about the renting of your hardware out, $5 a day for a CPU, $6 a day for your GPU, 5 cents for your case. It's gonna be crazy if they start renting out PC hardware to home people. There is no coin that profit. Rent 5090, run Kapow for 12 hours, remove the competition. You could do that. Yeah, get a bunch of 5090s or something, and then just dominate a coin, push everyone off of it, and then just put your own rigs on it. And that way, get some money that way, possibly. Could be an option. Anyway, guys, we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. So it's probably time to wrap this one up. I do appreciate everyone for showing up to this live stream. If you're watching this later, let us know in the comments anything you watched about this live stream, especially about these AI proof of work coins that are now ditching all the miners. That was the main point of this live stream. And it sucks. It just sucks to see all these different platforms using crypto miners and then just kicking them to the curb and saying thank you, bye, and that's it. Anyway, guys, thank you for showing up to this live stream. I'll see you guys all on the next one. Rabid out.